Can you really heal your body with your mind? Or is that just another idea that sounds good but doesn't actually work? Because if it were true, and it is, it would change everything about how we think about health. Most people have been taught that healing happens outside of them. You go to the doctor, you take the medication, you follow the protocol. Yet nothing changes. While medical protocols have their place, they're only part of the picture, because there's something else happening quietly and constantly that most people never even consider. Your body is not separate from your mind. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, every emotional pattern you repeat creates a physiological response in the body, not metaphorically, but literally. Your nervous system responds, your hormones shift, your immune system adjusts. This is happening whether you're aware of it or not. Now, this is where people tend to go to extremes. They either believe thoughts can heal everything, or this is nonsense, the body is purely physical. The truth is, it's neither. The mind doesn't replace medical care, but it absolutely influences how the body functions and heals. And if you ignore that piece, you're working with an incomplete model of healing. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Most of what's driving your body isn't your conscious thinking. It's your subconscious patterns. Thoughts such as, I'll never fully heal. My body is broken. I'm going to be sick for the rest of my life. Healing is hard. Or, my body is failing me. I can't trust my body. I've tried everything. Nothing works. I'll always be dealing with this. These don't just sit in the mind. They create chronic stress signals in the body, and over time, the body adapts to that environment. So when someone says, I've tried everything and nothing is working, what they often haven't looked at is this. What is the body actually responding to beneath the surface? Because symptoms don't just appear out of nowhere. The body is constantly taking in information and responding to it, not just from the outside world, but from the internal environment you're living in every day. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your emotional patterns, the meanings you've assigned to your experiences. All of that creates signals in the body. Signals that say, I'm safe or I'm not. I can relax or I need to stay on guard. I can heal or I'll never get better. And the body responds accordingly. So if those signals are consistently stressful, if they're rooted in fear, pressure, or unresolved patterns, the body adapts to that. Not randomly, not incorrectly, but intelligently. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? A more useful question becomes, what is my body responding to that I may not even be aware of yet? Because the body isn't random. It's responsive. And when you start to see it this way, something changes, because it means you're not as powerless as you've been led to believe. If the mind can contribute to dysfunction, it can also be part of the solution, not through positive thinking alone, but by changing the patterns that are running underneath it all. This is the work I do with my clients, not just managing symptoms, but identifying and shifting the subconscious patterns that are influencing the body in the first place. Because when those patterns change, the body often responds in ways people didn't expect. So, can the mind really heal the body? Maybe not by itself, but it plays a much bigger role than most people realize. And if you've been doing all the right things, but still not getting the results you want, it may be time to look in a different direction. If you want to explore this further, I walk you through this process step by step in my award-winning book and workbook. And if you're ready to go deeper, you can request a discovery session through my website. Links are in the description. Here's to understanding your body differently and creating real, lasting change so you can live the life you deserve.